No band footage once again because we have big things coming and we don't want looking for band footage to get in the way of that. So today we're going to look at Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave and Ravage. So basically these two are compatible with each other, just like Siege Soundwave or Kingdom/Legacy Blaster and now Legacy Evolution Twincast. So we're going to talk about Ravage first instead of the big bot first because trying to be different. Ravage was part of the very first core class wave of Studio Series all the way back last year, and Shockwave was his wave mate, but I didn't get Shockwave because that thick boy needs to be a Voyager. And for some strange reason, that whole wave shelved one for a long ass time, which barely now I'm starting to see no Shockwaves, but I still see Ravages, so I wonder what's with the rampant Ravages. There's no doubt in my mind that there are more Ravages produced than there were of Soundwave, which is something very interesting to think. Ravage is very accurate to the movie because this toy was made 3 years after the movie was, so because of that, we were able to get a super accurate version of Ravage, and I know 3.0 or 3A, whatever they're called, did it first, but I'm talking about affordable toys here. And a silly little thing I wanted to mention is that Ravage kind of looks like my dog. Getting into accessories for Ravage, he comes with his back-mounted shoulder cannon thingamabob, and of course the classic hip gun things that have been a staple since the original toy. Alright, now moving on to Soundwave, who is part of the same wave as Ravage, obviously in the Voyager class. And a weird thing that I wanted to point out is that the wave is called Wave 1, even though it's probably like Wave 20 or something. So, okay, I don't know, let's just talk about this toy. Soundwave from the Bumblebee movie is accurate to the movie. What a shocker, because like I said in the Ravage part, he came out 3 years after the movie had come out. But definitely this Soundwave is a chunky boy, just like the movie, except I think this Soundwave is just a bit chunkier in a different way. I can't quite put my finger on it, but we still love him for that. Getting into accessories, Soundwave comes with this sniper rifle looking gun thing, which is probably like reused with like other stuff, because if you didn't know, the Cybertron scene was like made in like major crunch time, so a bunch of the character models reuse parts. So like Soundwave reuses some parts from Optimus and stuff like that. And Soundwave comes with this classic shoulder cannon, which is strangely modular because you could have it on the other shoulder or have him straight up hold it. So it's basically if Siege Soundwave was truly a part of the weapon play pattern. And for Ravage, there's an accessory that I forgot to mention, and that was on purpose. So we'll do robot mode integration. So you take it, obviously, and you just plug it into Ravage, so it kind of looks like a giant metal piece. And you can add it to Soundwave shoulder cannon to make him a bit more G1 accurate, which I personally do because where else is it gonna go?
So you want to articulate a Transformer. So do Ravage first. So you look all the way up, all the way down, but it's transformation. The jaw can open and close. The front legs, arms are on ball joints, so they could go all the way around, but they get stopped. And then you can bend the elbow both ways. And the feet articulated. Same thing on the back legs, they're all on ball joints, so you could virtually do anything. The knee there, and there, but super tight there, and the feet also can move, and the tail can move. So let's put the gun back on. And Soundwave, let's take off his stuff. So Soundwave, hold on. Soundwave can look that far up, not really down at all the way around, but that's for a reason. The arms go all the way around, and then you can open it, and then you can move this part individually because, I mean, look at it. Oh, shit. Everything's going wrong. Bicep swivel, and the elbow has two joints, one in there and one in there. But so the first one goes that far out. But I think that one's actually for transformation. I like the actual elbow. Or from the joint, like going this way, it goes that far, so this is actually the actual elbow. Looks ridiculous, but then you can put the two together and it looks alright. He does one of the most terrible things a Transformer could do, and that's have a skirt piece. So then he has full waist rotation, but not when you put that down because it looks ridiculous. The leg goes that far forward when you have the skirt piece down, but then move it up, it goes that far up, all the way back. Long, big ass spread. Nice little link goes so far. Then the knee there, and one here, so we put the two together. Looks like that. The foot goes all the way down, transformation though. Ankle tilts for being a Studio Series figure, and then the feet can do that. Point downwards. So yeah, that's it. Kinda limited.
Getting into comparisons, here is Soundwave with all the Bumblebee movie Decepticons that I have. And yes, I did sell Car Shatter last year because she's not very good. So hopefully they do her again. And I also really want Thundercracker, so I'll be on the lookout. And I just remembered, but I am not getting Starscream. That toy, his face is so unappealing. Up next, here's Soundwave next to all the Autobots from the Bumblebee movie. And no, I'm not getting the other Autobots because I am satisfied, because I have mostly G1 versions of all of them except Ratchet. I'm waiting for the 86 one. And also, when the fuck is Hasbro going to reissue the Bumblebee movie Optimus? Because I missed out on that guy because he never showed up in the stores in my city. And last but not least, here is Soundwave with the ever-growing Soundwave collection, and it hasn't grown in a year because the last time it did, it was with Bumblebee movie Soundwave, funny enough. So, who knows when we'll see Soundwave again on this channel. And as a little bonus, here is Ravage with all the other cassette bots, even if two of them aren't technically cassette bots because they're the live-action versions, but we're not going to talk about that today, okay?
Okay, transformations. So we're going to do Ravage first again because, I mean, if you couldn't tell, we can do something cool. Move this so that it doesn't focus on Tar in the background. So you gotta take all the crap off, and then close the jaw, pull in all the head till it clicks in, and then you want to move this whole section so as you see it moves, and then you take the tail part, like this part, move it in, and before we do that, gotta put this little piece down here. So yeah, parts forming. Oh my god. So make sure you want the front arms to go that far forward because look at this little nub. Tiny ass hole. And then you just put them in place. And then nub holes right there. There's holes right there, and then there's nubs on the legs. So move that forward. See that? God. I don't know why it's so tight because then it makes it kind of hard to do. Hold on. Shit. I kind of fucked it up. Hold on. It's so fucking tight, goddamn. Okay, it should be good now. So, then you take the little guns and you put them onto the holes that are on this piece. So then you get Soundwave, open the hatch, and simply place, and bada bing bada boom. Look at that. So now we can transform Soundwave. So turn his head around, open these flaps up, make sure you move the arms back. You want to open these hatches, put the hands away, and then you could move these forward. There's a tab hole there tab right there. Put it in. So it hides the face, so now you can't see his face no more. Then you tab holes this way. Put them in place. I think that's pretty straightforward. And then you swivel the thighs so they're facing this way. And you open this panel all the way. And then you move the feet all the way this way so they're out of the way. And then you use double jointed knees to move it in place so that this piece is where the crotch is. Like right beneath the crotch, and move that, make sure you do that. Same thing on the other side, and you tab it in. And I guess you also tab it into the crotch in there. So then you tab there to hold the foot. Put it in. Simple as that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then this part. Take this part, open this up, swivel it around, swivel this part around too. And then you tab it in place, and there you go. That's basically it. But for weapon storage, you put this gun here, and this gun here, and that's it. There you go. Just kidding. There is a solution to that, so I don't know why nobody's ever pointed this out, but you could literally just do this. Leave it as is, just only turn this part around so that you have access to these. And you port these in place. Oh, would you look at that? Now he's like a hover tank. Oh, geez, what a big issue that totally couldn't have been resolved. Everybody on the internet, come on. Come on! How did none of you think of this?
And the base vehicle mode is not bad, okay, guys? It's a whole lot. It's fine. There's not much to say about it, but I'm not mad about it like a bunch of people were when this was revealed. But since I'm biased as fuck, of course the way how I do it is the better way. And since Soundwave's chest is on the bottom side of the vehicle mode, you can do a cool thing where you could deploy Ravage like if it's a bomb or something. And Ravage transforms into a cube. Not the cube, but a cube. And it also reminds me of the trash cubes from Monsters Inc. So I guess comment if you relate. Getting into comparisons, here is Soundwave and Ravage with all the other Decepticons from the Bumblebee movie. Next, here's Soundwave and Ravage with all the Autobots from the Bumblebee movie. Once again, all the ones in my possession. Next, here's Soundwave with all the other Soundwaves. And Robots in Disguise 2015 Soundwave because I forgot to include them in the group shot. And last but not least, here's Ravage with all the other cassette bots. So that's Studio Series Bumblebee movie Soundwave and Ravage. And this time I really mean it. You cannot have one without the other since they are compatible with each other. So yeah, unlike the other videos where they had pairs, you absolutely do need these two in order to have the full functionality of both toys. So, yeah, Soundwave, I really like that he turns at least to something, because if he turned into nothing, that would kind of defeat the purpose of transformations and stuff like that. So at least I'm glad they came up with something, and then it sucks that everybody complained and whined and bitched like they always do about just about everything. And then once the toy came out, no one's doing that anymore. So yeah, Ravage is a cool toy. I'm surprised. Actually, no, I'm not surprised. I am genuinely enjoying that he was even made, and these two were even made to be compatible with each other, just like the movie. So good on you, Hasbro. So, like this video if you like this video. Subscribe, notifications on so you don't miss whenever I upload a video. Especially the next 3 videos. You wouldn't want to miss those. So, and share this with your friends, family members, significant others, your acquaintances, and send this to all your animal lover friends, because Soundwave is quite the animal lover. If you would disagree, then I guess you don't really know Soundwave, now do you? So, yeah, now that's it. I'm gonna go now. Enjoy the next 3 videos, because this was sort of like a filler, but also not a filler, because I really wanted to talk about this toy. I don't know why it took me over a year to actually do it. So So yeah, alright. Now I'm going. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Hi there, Bumblebee.